Hello, what is up guys? My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and today we're back with another video. This is my 1000 subscriber special Q&A video with a twist. And the twist is, as you can see from the title, is I don't know if you guys have seen the show Hot Ones, where they eat very hot, spicy stuff and they answer questions. Well, I'm gonna be trying to do the same if the camera would focus, please. Yeah, my camera's very shit, as you can see. That's just how it is, guys. It only does 1080p. But I can tell you that this shit right here is some of the hottest. God. I mean, you're gonna see that this is like a pure fucking chili jam. It's from Australia. It's called Hunter Valley Chocolate Company. PabLoon Bushfire. And I've tasted this. It is very hot. It doesn't say what's in it. It doesn't say what type of chilies they use. But all I can say is that I am a person who really enjoys chili. And I can tell you right now, this is fucking fire. This is gonna kill me. So this is gonna be interesting. And the reason I chose to do it like this is because I feel like when you are under the influence of a hot chili, then you have a tendency to speak the truth. So without further ado, this is for you guys. I'm gonna do a big scoop, by the way. I'm doing a massive scoop. Oh fuck! I'm actually dreading this. It even says best before the 4th of July 2022. So yeah, this thing is 3 years old. I just realized this thing is 3 years old. Okay, I have some water ready in case I can't swallow this because it's too hot. Like I'm gonna do a big scoop. So we'll get the water ready right here, and I have my questions ready. So yeah, let's do this. All right, guys. Oh my god, how big should it be? Like that, not too big, not too much. Like this is a massive amount of chili sauce. Like I've had this for 4 to 5 years now. Yeah, it's definitely gone bad, and I still use it in my food somehow. I should have looked at the best before label, but without further ado, I've never done such a big scoop before. I'm gonna fucking die, guys. All right, 3, 2, 1.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh! Okay. Watson asks, how old are you? I am 23 years old. And I turn 24 in a couple of weeks. Moving on to the next question. Electros asks, how many years ago did you start playing this game? I started playing back in 2019, right when Venezia came out. And yeah, so I've played this game for about 4 years now. How can I sell ship and how to get good? First thing you do is delete the game. Next thing you do is stop playing the game. I don't know, get good. Woo! Jesus Christ. That didn't help at all. If you were in charge of wargaming, what would be the first thing you would do? I would make a shop where you could buy every single ship. So it's not a gambling contest, but you could actually just buy the ship you want. Holy fuck. Super ship meh? I think super ships could be fun, but I don't think there's a space in Blitz for them right now. The maps are not big enough. And, well, yeah, I just don't think we're going to be seeing super ships in the near future. Holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Oh! What was your favorite ship released so far this year? It hasn't been released yet, but I think it's San Martin. It just fits my playstyle. I really like the AP only, I like the combat instructions. But for ships that have been released, I'm gonna say Yodo. Favorite premium? Austin. For sure it's Austin. What's the most underrated ship in your opinion? Asks Red. Tiger 59. And reason being... Sorry guys, I need a minute. Reason being that Tiger is a support ship and it can really turn the tide of a game with the smoke and the radar. It's not so much about you, it's about supporting your team, and people play it the wrong way. Hence, it's underrated. Best BB line in the current meta? Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to say either Colombo or the French. That's my guess, but I don't play BBs. How did you find this game in the first place? So, oh my god. By Mixton, by the way. BobLyn for Corsairs. I found this game when I was coming home from a deployment from the Navy, and I usually played on my PC, but because I was home in such a short amount of time, I started playing mobile games, and I discovered World of Warships Blitz. I had actually heard about it beforehand from my father, and because he played it like a couple games, I tried it out, thought it was boring as hell, but then I came back, decided to play it again, and I fell in love. So I was laying in a summer cottage in my underwear, and then I started playing this game. I started on the Bayern, the German BB line, and then swapped to the cruisers after that. I got the Bismarck. Okay, woo! Sly asks, what new feature, completely new, no change to current features, to ships do you think could take this game into the next 5 years? First of all, let us control AA. That's one thing. Let us control AA so we can use our skills to shoot down planes. That would also mean they would have to change aircraft carriers so that the CV player controls each squadron, because otherwise it will be unfair. Other thing is, I think they should make this a PC port, just like they have in World of Tanks, so we can play this on Steam, and the people that actually want to use their PCs can do that. It doesn't make a difference if you're playing on a PC or a phone. The game is very intuitive in that sense. Oh, guys, this is so fucking hot. Oh. Okay. Oh, Soulfire asks, what are ways you think that Wargaming and us, the community, can go about attracting new players? Oh, this one's a good question. More collaborations. We saw that the tank collaboration actually brought some players over. I also think that they should start, advertising more about World of Warships Blitz. I don't see it way too often. I see World of Warships being, what's it called? They're making sponsorships to YouTubers that I watch that don't even play the game, that I think if they had the budget, they should probably, think about going to YouTubers that talk about, different geopolitical situations, military historians, military simulation gamers. Sponsor them and make more people come to our game from that, because the game is already niche as it is, and the only sponsorships I'm seeing is for the PC game, and I think we would actually have more people trying this game out because it's a mobile one. Give me a sec. Whew. Alright, Wolf asks, what's your favorite Rammstein song? My favorite Rammstein song would have to be Reise Reise. It's about a sailor. It's about sailors traveling the world, traveling the oceans. But I think their new song Deutschland, it's really good because it's reflecting a lot on the German history, and it's very inward looking. Also, it's just a very beautiful lyrics for the song. I really enjoy that one. One of my favorite songs for sure. Hiromi asks, what is your favorite rifle and sidearm? Well, my favorite rifle is, is that one up there, M14. I've always loved the M14 platform. I know that it got, swapped out for the M16 because it was just too big and clunky, but for a designated marksman's rifle, I really like the platform. And my favorite sidearm would have to be an M9 Beretta. Straight up, simple M9 Beretta. I like the A3 version, the one that has a Desert Tan, but yeah, that would be my setup. M14 and an M9 Beretta. And then if I had to pick a shotgun, it had to be the 1887 lever action, or 97, or whatever it's called from Terminator. The one he flips like this. I would love that. Alistair, why won't this ping go away, blah blah blah. In all seriousness, how much longer do you think this game will live, and for what games do you think you'll go to when it's gone? So I think this game is going to be staying alive for quite some time. It all depends on the way Wargaming takes this. Oh, it's easier for me now. It's not as hot. But I think Wargaming, if they keep focusing on fixing bugs, I think if they change CVs in some way, make it more friendly towards everybody, so it's not just a CV player who is dominating, I think that would keep the game alive. If I was not playing this game, I would be playing Enlisted. Sorry, Wargaming. It's a Gaijin company, but I really like Enlisted. It's a fun game. I would probably be playing. Actually, I don't know. This is the only game I really enjoy. So if this is not a game anymore, World of Warship Blitz, which I hope it will stay. I hope it stays alive. I'll try my best to keep it alive for sure. Playing it, I would play Enlisted, Minecraft, or War Thunder. I'd probably play a lot of War Thunder. I've been looking at that. It looks fun. Sorry, Wargaming. Kingfisher asks, if Wargaming were to implement submarines either way, no matter what, how would you implement them? Ooh. So, I think first of all, if submarines were to be added, every ship should have a sonar. Not every ship should have a sonar, but every ship should have countermeasures. And if they are going to add submarines, I want them to explode as soon as they get hit by a shell. So if a submarine surfaces, if it gets spotted and gets shot by even like a 150mm gun, it should be such a detrimental, it should be a citadel for them, like that kind of damage. So submarines have to play really stealthy, they have to be smart, and they have to avoid surfacing at all. I think the way in PC right now where a submarine can surface, take a full broadside hit from, let's say, a Montana, and then just dive down like nothing ever happened. Bro, there's 12 holes in your ship. You're not a submarine anymore. You're a fucking sponge. You should not be going underwater. So if they were to implement them, which I hope they don't, I just really hope they make it hard for them. Very hard for them. But I've heard that they won't be adding them, so I'm hoping, but Wargaming said, you know, the PC Wargaming also said that carriers would never get into World of Warship Blitz, and, well, they are here now. That's a long time ago, though. Yeah, sorry if I'm sniffing, you know, it's my when I eat chili, my nose goes crazy. Mr. Mime asks, what is your favorite ship IRL not in the game? My favorite ship IRL, is Prince Eugen, because first of all I love the look of the Admiral Hipper class cruisers. Second is Operation Rheinübung, you know, Hood versus Bismarck. After that, the Channel Dash, after that, got exploded twice by nuclear bombs in the Bikini Atoll, and you can actually now dive on it. So I feel like Prince Eugen showed its worth. It was a very sturdy ship, or the Admiral Hipper class in general. So that's probably my favorite class, my favorite ship in real life. Oh. Alright, JJT asks, he has 4 questions. What or who inspired you to make your first video? So, 2 people. First one was a YouTuber that we don't have anymore, his name was Jagaru. He made a video on Harugumo that I really enjoyed. He made an awesome SAO video, and in general, his style of video was just what I was looking for in the Blitz YouTube sphere. He was kind of filling a gap that I felt wasn't there, and when I saw he stopped making videos, I thought, well, there's a gap that I can fill, an untapped market, so to say. Sounds a little bit cynical, but, you know, it's the way the YouTube space works. Also, Sly47, because he was just, you know, I hope you're watching this, Sly, but you're like the beacon of our community, if you ask me. So you really inspired me to start making YouTube, because I thought, you know, he's keeping the game alive along with Death Row Above and Terry, and Pickbay and me, we could definitely also help with that. So I think Sly and Jagru definitely inspired me, and then it's just been nice to, you know, go along with Pickbay and just see this game actually grow ever since we started our channels, because I believe it has grown ever since we have gotten more YouTubers. So Red, Sayajin, JJ, yourself, Mr. Mime, Hiromi, start uploading more videos, because it attracts people to the game. And if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, guys, don't be afraid to, you know, message me. I messaged Sly. I asked Sly, hey bro, can you critique my video? And he gave me some good pointers and stuff, and look where I am now. So definitely most Sly 47. How much time do you spend recording and editing each video? So, you know, let's say if I wanted to make a gameplay commentary, I get the gameplay, you know, I just play the game normally. If I get a good game, I save it, and then it actually doesn't take me that long. Gameplay commentary, because I don't have to write a script. I can just improvise. It takes me around about 1 to 2 hours with rendering and, you know, thumbnail making, all that stuff. It's not too long, but then again, Cruises of Blitz takes months. That takes long to make. Something like Bob Plays is also very simple for me to make. You know, I just put on the camera, start playing, and then upload it. So like on a week, I would probably spend around 8 to 12 hours editing videos and playing and stuff. That's with everything: rendering, playing, editing, everything. Then he asked, what are your 3 favorite seal clubbers? So for me, seal clubbing is tier 6 and tier 4 to 6. And the first one would have to be number 1. My favorite out of all of them is Yubari, the tier 4 cruiser, because you can almost one-shot anything with those torpedoes. Second is going to be Sirius, the cruiser, the British cruiser. And the third one is going to have to be Yahagi, the tier 5 version of Yubari. So another, you know, torpedo cruiser from the Japanese tech tree. And final question from JJ. If you had to choose between support carriers and subs, which one would you add to Blitz? They're both cancer, but you have to choose one. So when you say support carriers, what do you mean specifically? I'm guessing you mean the idea we had, you know, where they can drop smokes, they can drop heals and stuff. I don't know. If we're talking the carriers we have now, I would rather have submarines, because one thing about it the one thing I hate about carriers is they deal damage without taking damage. And a submarine has to expose himself to actually deal damage, because the way it is in PC right now, there's ways you can tell that there's a submarine on you. There's a ping, there is, you know, oil spills, you have hydrophones. So it's much easier to deal with a submarine than it is to deal with a CV, because the planes you can't really avoid. They just fly in, do damage, fly out, boom. And your AA doesn't do shit. Whereas if you are good at aiming, you can drop depth charges, you can use your hydrophone, and you can look for the oil slick, and you can kill the sub that way. So definitely submarines, actually. Maybe people are surprised by that, but yeah, I don't think CVs are healthy for the game as they are right now. So, Death from Above here, he's found a very good, very good question from a guy called Full Broadside. What's cap and how do you do it? So the cap is something you shouldn't touch ever. Guys, don't ever touch the cap. The best way to play World of Warships is to sit far back. No, please go into the cap, but don't suicide and do it, you know, in a dumb way. It's better to try to go for a cap, but not, you know, die in the process. Enjoy. Thank you, Death from Above. Thank you, bro. Kingfisher asks, if you were to add a ship into the game, what would the ship be? Forrest Sherman, I think. Forrest Sherman is definitely a pick that I could, you know, see myself. I would love to see the Forrest Sherman. I know somebody else would love to see the Forrest Sherman. But let me think about this. If I were to add a ship into the game, what would it be? Yeah, Forrest Sherman. That's the one I would love to see that ship in the game. I believe we are gonna see it at some point. But that will be a fun little boat, you know. Sap, fast firing guns, smoke. What's not to like? It's a DACA boat. I love DACA boats. All right, so we got a question from him. Thoughts on Italian DDs? They are really good. I'm just not very good with them. Like, they can take out any DD in a fight. They can flank. They don't have the best gun range, but they have amazing torpedo range, and they are really, really annoying to deal with. So I would say Italian DDs, good. If you enjoy playing destroyers, go for it. I'm just not very good with them. So I think it's more like a me problem than it is an Italian DD problem. And Red asks, will you be excited when they release Forrest Sherman and Blitz? Are you interested in the ship? I expect good answers only. I think I already answered that, but yeah, I would love to see for a Sherman. That's one of the ships that I will have to whale for when it comes out. Super CV carriers? No. Just no. We're moving on. Fuck Super CVs. We don't want them. Get out of here. Another question from Red. Skåne Danish or Swedish? It's definitely Danish, and I'm pretty sure the Swedes also would love to give it to us. For those of you who don't know, Denmark and Sweden, we have been at wars with each other for many, many, many years, and in the end, Sweden won, and they got Skåne, which is now a part of Sweden. And us Danes, we like to joke that we're coming to take it back. So yeah, of course, it belongs to Denmark. But every Swede knows that it's inevitable. It will happen one day. Just you wait, Sweden. Mr. Mime asks, favorite IRL ship that this could be any era. So for the other question, it was my favorite World War II ship, I'm guessing. That's why I answered Prince Eugen. For this one, you know, I'm gonna have to say my own ship, bro. HDMS Absalon. But if I need to, and this is kind of ironic with this shirt I'm wearing and the hat I'm wearing, but if we're going purely looks-based, purely looks, Pyotr Veliky, the Peter the Great, the Russian battlecruiser, and, well, the Russian Navy is a thing. Let's just say that. But their ships look really cool, and the Pyotr Veliky is, if I would love to see a ship in real life, that would be the one. I've seen it from far away, but I have never, you know, of course, never been on it or close to it. So my own ship, HDMS Absalon, and you will see the picture on the screen probably there or there, and the Pyotr Veliky. But yeah, HDMS Absalon, my own ship. I served on there for 5 years, and I loved every bit of it. So that's what my favorite ship. Stormiel asks, all jokes aside, what is your favorite ship-mounted weapon? So when you say ship-mounted weapon, do you mean main guns, or do you mean like small arms stuff? Because we have the German MG3 in the Danish Navy, so that's the modernized version of the MG42, and I can tell you right now, I enjoy shooting that thing. I also really like the Mardus, the M2 Browning. So those are probably my favorite ship-mounted weapons. If you're talking about, you know, main guns or Sea Whiz, I would have to say the Phalanx, the R2D2, the brrrr. I love that thing. Amazing. Looks so cool. You know, you're seeing 6,000 little red lasers in the sky that, yeah, it looks crazy and it sounds crazy. So you got 3 different answers there, Stormio. Kaboom, why won't you return my calls? Bro, you got the wrong number, man. New phone, who this? And Arsonist here with the last question, I think. What server is superior during prime time randoms? I actually think EU. I don't know. It's weird because I haven't played, you gotta think, I haven't played in prime time on NA. But one thing I've heard from other people is that EU in prime time is a lot more tryhard than NA is. But overall, on NA, I feel like there's a lot more better players on NA than there are EU. You know, I think we have more players now, actually, than you guys did because of the merge with the Eastern European server. But I think primetime EU, like the tryhard hour, we have the Slavas out, we have the Maltas out, the Smolensks are out. You know, it's all there. I think EU sucks there, but overall, I think it's pretty much the same. So, yeah, you're asking what is superior. I'm gonna have to say my own server, bro. Sorry, Arsonist. If you could fix one thing wrong with the game, what would it be? That the easy question is remove CVs. No, I think one thing that actually really annoys me is the way the detection system works right now. So, you know how you can go undetected, your bloom goes down, but you're still detected for like 5 seconds extra. I wish they would just fix that. So when it actually goes down and I'm undetected, I stay undetected. So that the enemy doesn't have 5 extra seconds where I think I'm safe. The same with bots and smoke. If you're playing a bot game and you're playing something like a Harugumo or a Minotaur, you're kind of relying on your smoke. And if there's one bot on the enemy team, then you will be spotted in your smoke. I think they should really fix that. But honestly, that's not even the biggest thing. Like, there's so much they could fix. But right now, that's a pet peeve of mine. I think it's super annoying, and the detection system could be finessed a little bit. Oh god, this one's gonna be hard. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Holy shit, that's hard to say. Oh, we got one more question here from Myra. For how much time did you play WoW's PC, and are you thinking of playing it again or totally drop it because of subs or CVs? So I didn't play it much, but the short time I did play it, I have the Mines, I have the Congress, believe it or not, and I've gotten to the Admiral Hipper. The reason I stopped playing the game is, first of all, the games are 20 minutes long, and it goes either way. Either it's a flop or it's a massive win. There's no in between, where I feel like Blitz has more entertaining games, and they're shorter too. The Blitz games only take 7 minutes. The other, PC version takes 20. I do miss the armor mechanics though. I feel like it would be kind of interesting if we had armor mechanics in Blitz like they do on PC, so you can actually angle. And for example, a Slava, if you're sitting angled with your Des Moines and the Slava hits you, there's a high chance that he's gonna bounce and can't, penetrate. I think that would be interesting. I would like to see that, actually. But no, I'm not thinking of going back, and that is totally because of subs and CVs. I think they ruined the game completely. You can't push, you can't brawl, you can't do battleship stuff, you can't do DD stuff because there's stuff to detect you that you can't do anything about. So yeah, I'm not gonna go back. I'm staying right here with we only have one of the two evils. We only have CVs. Yeah, and I think that was the last question. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little special different video. This definitely wasn't as hot. Well, it was hot, but it was not for a very long time. It was it subsided pretty quickly. But Jesus, my ass is gonna be blasted tonight, and I just know it. I know I'm gonna hate my life for this. So I hope the video was somewhat enjoyable. Let me just get this spoon out the way. Bruh. Anyways, I guess I just wanted to make something a little bit different for you guys for my 1,000 subscriber video. And now I don't know what to do for 2K, but we have time to figure out what to do there. It's been a journey and a pleasure to make content for you guys. Honestly, it's been really fun, and I really enjoyed this community you have. It means so much to me. So thank you for all the questions, those of you who dropped in and asked. I saw all the memes too, but yeah, I couldn't put every single meme in here. But I took the questions that I felt were the best. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. I love you all. My name has been BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and I am signing out.